I used to see it a lot more than I do now. I think a lot of cats are bitter. Number one, I was one of them cats. I think a lot of times by nature, commercial is going to be something that is meant to appeal to a mass amount of people. It's not going to be, the lyrics are going to be on a certain level. The lyrics are not going to go to another level because people just want things inside of quick sound bites. So I think that commercial, a lot of the knock on commercial rap is justified because a lot of it is just real surface level lyrics a lot of the times. But a lot of things about commercial is good in the fact that it's appealing to a bunch of people. So sometimes when something's appealing to a bunch of people, it's because it's good. So you can't front on that either. So I don't try to be too connected on what commercial is doing, but at the same time, I'm not trying to not listen to what commercial is doing just because it's commercial. Because a lot of times, cats will be blowing up on the underground, but as soon as they blow up commercially, nobody likes them anymore. But when they're the same cat, they did the same album, the same stuff they were doing before, but now they're getting props for it, but now you don't like them for it. And so I try to get away from that kind of mentality. That's just the hating mentality. But at the same time, I do try to see the problems with commercial, and I don't let that affect my music. So I try to learn from the commercial, but at the same time, study it enough to see the negative in it and keep that away. A lot of what independent hip hop is and underground is, people characterize as backpack rap. And on one hand, I used to really get salty about that because like what we're doing is really just hip hop the way it was always done. And what a lot of people are doing now is hip hop in a different way, and that's cool. I'm not salty at that, but they try to put the backpack phrase on underground as if it's something that's not hip hop. So on one hand, I get salty about that. On another hand, I really don't care. I mean, call it what you want to call it. If I can get on the mic and kick skills, then I can get on the mic and kick skills. If you can get on the mic and kick skills, I don't really care what you're talking about. If you can get on the mic and kick skills, I respect that. So I respect the gangster rap that's good. Respect the whatever you want to call the underground rap that's good, and just keep it moving. That's how I see it. I think, I don't even know if it's a mistake, but it's something that you always learn. You gotta know the industry. You gotta always stay up on what's happening inside of the industry, because the industry's always changing. Anytime you get into it, you need to get into it to try to win it. And so if you get into it to win it, you gotta study and you gotta know it. It's not just about my product is hot and so I'm just gonna put it out. It's about, okay, who are the different marketing companies inside of my area? What are the record stores? Who are the different salespeople at the record stores? If I'm trying to get signed, who are the different avenues I need to go to in order to get my product in front of A&Rs? Who owns the clubs? If you're gonna get into this thing like a business, you gotta treat it like a business. And so you gotta know where I need to go in order to get my product made, price those, try to get the cheapest price. Where do I go in order to distribute it? So you gotta see this thing like a business person. It's not just about trying to be an artist unless that's all you want to do. If you want to be in this thing like a business, you gotta treat it like a business. Not really. The law hasn't really changed how I see the industry. I kind of always knew that the industry was shady. I see it a little bit more where I'm able to kind of look at the contracts and see where people play themselves with the contracts. I'm still new at the law thing, so I still don't see it the way I need to see it. But I see the different angles. So the law has helped me to see some of the angles.